Mother Theresa, born in Ajese Consil, Bonjazo, was a Catholic nun who dedicated her life to serving the poorest of the poor. She was born in August 26, 1910 in Skopje, Ottoman Empire, in now North Macedonia. She was the youngest child of Nicola and Joanna Bonjazo. Growing up in a devoutly Catholic family, Mother Theresa was drawn to the stories of missionaries and their service in Bengal. By age 12, she was convinced that she should commit herself to religious life. At age 18, she left home to join the Sisters of Loreto in Ireland, where she learned English and prepared to become a missionary. Mother Teresa arrived in India, where she began her novitiate in Darjeeling. She took her first religious vows in 1931 and her solemn vows in 1937. She served as a teacher in the Loreto Convent School in Hintali, Eastern Calcutta, and was appointed headmistress in 1944. However, Mother Teresa's true calling was to serve the poor and marginalized. In 1946, she received a vision from God to care for the poorest of the poor. She began her missionary work in 1948, replacing the traditional Loreto habit with a simple white sari with a blue border. In 1950, Mother Teresa founded the Missionaries of Charity, a congregation dedicated to caring for the poorest of the poor. The congregation quickly grew, and by the 1960s, it had established hospices, orphanages, and leper houses throughout India. Mother Teresa's work soon gained international recognition. She received the Ramon Magsaysay Peace Prize in 1962 and the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. She traveled extensively, visiting countries such as Ethiopia, Armenia, and the United States to care for the poor and marginalized. Mother Teresa was able to recognize her calling on time, and she focused on her calling. In as much as you're in God, in as much as you're serving God, is going to reveal your calling to you. And once He has revealed it to you, brother and sister, focus on it. That's the path He wants you. That's the path you're going to be walking on. So don't get distracted. Once you're in your calling, you'll be at peace. Once you are calling, you have fulfillment. So ensure you always focus on your calling. Ensure you trust God to open your eyes as to what He wants you to do. Regards her health, Mother Teresa's health began to decline in the 1980s. She suffered a heart attack in 1983 and underwent heart surgery in 1996. She resigned as head of the Missionaries of Charity in March 1997 and died on September 5, 1997 at the age of 87. This woman, I would say, lived a fulfilled life. She stayed on her calling and she was on it till the very end. What is God calling you to do? Ruminate on it. Mother Teresa's legacy is one of the selfless service and devotion to the poor. She was beatified by the Catholic Church in 2003 and canonized as a saint in 2016. Our congregation, the Missionaries of Charity, continues to care for the poor and marginalized around the world. So our ministry actually continued even after our demise. I'm sure you've learned one or two things in this story.